Hey guys, welcome back. Jimmy J here. Just thought I'd quickly talk you through this new tune I've made, and then I will put it up so you guys can have a listen. I've always wanted to make a track. Ramson Supreme made a track called The Journey, and Chris Lunacy made a track called The Hurricane. It was kind of this building piano tune that I've never, I'm more about these sort of big breakdowns and big pianos and all that sort of thing. But I wanted to make a track like that, and so I didn't really know where to begin. So I came in here and had a little think about it, and I thought the best place to start is with this vocal. Now, I know you can't see my mouse, but I've highlighted the yellow bar at the top. That's the area that we're talking about, and you can see these green and two blue bits here. So that's my verse. I'll just play you the verse that I've got.
Come alive for one night. Let your body lead your mind. Can't deny, 'cause it was written in the sky.
So I've got another couple of verses similar to that. It's kind of eerie and sort of building, not sort of your obvious hands in the air stuff. So I got that, and then I thought, okay, well, of course, if you're going to do that, we need a piano. Now, I'm not very good at piano playing, but I came up with this little riff here that I'll play for you now with the vocal.
Come alive for one night. Let your body lead your mind. Can't deny, 'cause it was written in the sky.
So that's kind of got that building thing going on. Obviously, I've played some bass behind it as well, and I've got a sine bass to give it that sort of depth. For now, I've just nicked as I highlight, because I know you can't see my arrow, but as I highlight these, as these bits show up, it's because I'm talking about them. So this bit in blue, that's just a loop I've nicked off another one of my tunes for now, just to kind of get a feel for it all. And we've got some crashes in here as well. So the other thing that I found that was really effective was I found this sort of arpeggio, and I managed to play this pattern, and I'll highlight it down here for you. If I just take all of these off, I'll just highlight this arpeggio, which is in yellow, and I'll just play this for you so you can hear it. That's got some, you can feel that's kind of building up. It's got that build to it. And I'll put some strings behind it as well to give it a bit more of a feel. So you get the idea, you can feel that kind of thing building. So what I'll do is I'll just play it. I'll play the whole bit just from back here to just when the vocal starts coming in. So you can get an idea. Let me just take it back from when the strings come in, which is there. And I'll just play it for you so you kind of get an idea what I'm talking about, because I'm probably not making any sense at all, but here we go. See how it's got that kind of, well, I hope it has, it's got that kind of building thing going on, which is great. And then what I did was after these tunes have to go somewhere. So after that couple of verses of that, we needed to go into something else. So what I did was I played this little pattern here that if I just highlight it again, hopefully you'll be able to see it. So this little bit here highlighted in yellow is a little sort of stab riff that I played. It goes like this. Doesn't really sound very exciting on its own, I'm not going to lie. And also I played it quite high up the keyboard because I wanted to cut through the tune. But when we listen to it, if I take it back to just before that kicks in, so I'll just take it back here for you so you can have a listen. It's quite effective when it comes in after the vocal. So it goes like this. again, it's all about trying to get that sort of building feeling. And then, where do we go next? Well, you have to go into breakdown of some sort, obviously. And because I didn't have an obvious kind of high, happy, screamy, shouty, breakdown that I'm used to, I took a verse. So it's all this stuff in green. I don't know if you can, about halfway down below this yellow bar, there's all this green stuff. So what I did was I took a verse and I sort of chopped, you can see it's all in pieces. It's because I've chopped it all up to try and make it a little bit uplifting. So it ended up being like this anyway. You get the idea, and then that repeats, and then obviously we drop back in again with all the various bits and pieces. But I'll play the whole tune for you at the end, so you'll get to hear the whole thing. And then we come to the sort of stab section, and what I did was I found some really cool vocals. This lady talking. So I went back again. We're talking about below this yellow bar that I put up the top. I'll just play it for you so you can just hear it. That's probably easier than me waffling on about it. Here you go.
If I asked you to dance, would you say yes? Yes. Yeah. If I asked you to dance, would you say yes? Yes. I think I like it.
And that's great because we're going into the stab after we've had like a kind of quiet bit. It's always much harder if you're going to a stab after you've had a lot of piano and vocal and stuff like that, because obviously you've got a lot going on, then you're going to something else that's got a lot going on. But because we've dropped down into this little bit of vocal, it's much more effective when we come back into the stab. And what I've done is actually that's 3 stabs all put together, and they're not in key with the rest of the tune, which is why I had to have this little bridge in the middle with the vocal. I'm really bad about getting stuff in key. I don't know why I'm used to that. So that's why I did it like that. But it's really, I think it's effective. It works well. And I'll just play you the bit where it kicks back in, because I think it kicks back in. So I'll just play the second half of that. I'll just play the stab from when it's kicked in so you can hear. And what I've done is further on in the stab, so further on in these orange bits, I've brought the talking vocal back in that we use, and I've chopped it up a bit and put it over the stab. Anyways, if it sounds like this. You get the idea. And I've added a few other little bits. I've added a let's go and this funny little noise that I found, and just a few other bits just to pad it out a little bit, so it just makes it a bit more interesting when the stab's going along. And then we just basically drop back into the what do? We drop back into our arpeggio again, with our sort of verse from the start, and then we come back into the piano. I'll just play you this last bit just so you can hear it as we've come this far. And then bang, we come back in again shortly and we're off and running. So that's kind of it really. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. I think I've covered most things. What I'll do is I'll put the tune up at the end now so you can have a listen to it properly. And yeah, thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
you say yes? Yes. If I asked you to dance, would you say yes? Yes. I think I like it. Is it really you? This is it. Is it really you? This is it. I'm gonna lose control. Come alive for the night. Let your